Hi everyone, I'm Nancy Luby, and this is a good time to turn this light on. This is the introduction to the spirit world. I'm going to read this because there's a lot. It is said that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. This is because the spirit world is our true home. That's where all souls reside. A part of our soul stays in the spirit world even when we're incarnated on earth. You can visit the spirit world and see for yourself if you seek out a life between lives regression with facilitators trained in hypnosis. Before we incarnate, we decide with our guides what percentage of energy to bring to earth. Too little, you might run out. Too much, you might be too aggressive. It's indescribably beautiful, full of unconditional love and exquisite colors and music. There is no hell. There is no hell. God, my terminology for the universal oneness, does not punish. He only transmutes with love. In other words, God punishes you by giving you more love. If you arrive in the spirit world in terrible shape, like bringing a lot of negative energy, anger, or knowingly harming others in your life, you will be gently comforted and worked on to restore your soul, however long it takes, by quiet and loving higher energies. This is a huge topic, and I've divided it into 3 parts. The first part is the entry. Second part is the activities while we're there. And the third part is coming back. For part 1, entry into the spirit world, we'll start at the moment of death. When a body dies, the soul lives on. It rises a few feet above and looks down at the body from above, which is a curious sight. You see your people crying or doctors working on you. You get your bearings. The pathway is visible. A guide, an angel, or a loved one is there with you. It's often a parent. They will accompany you to the spirit world when you're ready. They've been around you for a while and are present when you pass. You'll be in very good hands as you travel easily with them. It's possible to hit the pause button and delay this journey if the soul wants to try to comfort their loved ones who are grieving. For some souls, it takes time to realize they've passed, like if it was a sudden or violent death. Or they have to slow down to come to terms with their own death. But they will never be alone. Many souls want to go soonish to the light, which shines through a long tunnel. It may start as a grayish light and then brighten. It could even remain dark. At the end of the tunnel, some see a gateway, or you're just standing in new space. Once you see your favorite souls gathered before you, you'll be overcome with a sense of joy as you're greeted and welcomed by your guides, soulmates, and loved ones, and friends who will celebrate you. They can project themselves as life forms, so you can recognize them, or stay as energy masses, but you will have instant recognition. If anyone in that group feels bad about how they treated you on Earth, they may hide behind other souls and reconcile with you later, but they'll still show up. This reunion may take place in a space that feels like a huge sphere or an enormous inverted bowl. Others say a garden, a field, or a familiar room, or any place you feel comfortable. There can be wispy fog or layers of different shades where you look while you travel. You will communicate with everyone by telepathy, which is very clear and comes naturally to you. Cries of joy will ring out and a lot of embracing, which is you being surrounded in their warm aura. You're in a place of unconditional love. Then the personal process begins. First, you might undergo a life review, which is a fast slideshow of your whole life. Next, you will be taken to a place of restoration, nicknamed the car wash, which is like a field hospital, but it's so much more. It's a bright, warm beam, a stream of liquid energy you can absorb, bathing you and cleansing you from your hurts and traumas. In beautiful light, helpers will replenish you and recharge you with positive energy, releasing you from any negativity and gradually acclimating you to your new life without a body. It's very soothing, and it can take as long as it needs to. There's a whole different path for what's called atrocity souls, whose past life got lost in a morass of evil. They have major rebuilding ahead of them, involving destroyed energy replacement, which is like cooked egg instead of this see-through mist. This takes a while with specialists. Although there's no such thing as time in the spirit world, it's the eternal now. Souls with a low number of transgressions are not in this group. Next, you're off to the staging area. It's like Grand Central Station with no gridlock. As you hover there, awaiting transport to your soul group, you're excited and dazzled by the whole spirit world spread out before you, a place of pure thought and a lot of activity. You and your guides float along through a directional stream to your soul group. There's much excitement figuring out how you're miraculously moved along an invisible path on a well-organized grid. Souls travel in all directions at once, with no chaos. But your anticipation turns into higher and higher happiness when you finally reach your destination and see your soul group. You always know that you're going where you belong. Your people come to greet you and joyfully welcome you home. Everyone has their own place in the spirit world. You do too. Not long after, you will go before your council of elders. There could be 6 to 12 highly evolved counselors in a semicircle, often in long white robes, wearing beautiful pendants showing their special attributes, to help you see how well you did with the lessons you were sent to Earth with, to help your soul grow. Often, your guide will accompany you and stand behind you to your left. You will know them. They do not judge. They look closely at scenes from your life and discuss what you might have done differently. Despite or because they're ascended masters, they are benign, compassionate, and helpful, but they are direct. Excuses are not tolerated. It's impossible to lie to them. You're an open book. You're left with a fuller understanding of who you are. Part 2. Activities that happen. Now that you're here, once settled, you resume your studies at school with your soul cluster, run by spiritual teachers, tackling logistics and problem solving for your group. The goal is to further your development. Some of the souls you know may be in different clusters near you. You see, there are different soul development levels. Because souls are energy lights without bodies, they have specific colors to their auras. Beginners are white light. Next levels bring in some red or yellow. Intermediates are solid yellow, followed by dark yellow or gold with traces of blue. Advanced are light blue with traces of purple. Very high-level souls appear as dark bluish purple surrounded by radiant light. Subtle changes in temperament can be reflected along the edges of your aura. Understand this is not a measure of your value. Every soul is loved 100% and has their own journey to travel, and you have yours. Once you see how skilled these older souls are, you can aspire to be like them, but you also see the tremendous amount of work they put into improving themselves with many, many lessons. With each incarnation comes a new opportunity to raise our level of consciousness. In some lives, we fall back, but our guides never leave us. They watch us throughout all our lives and send us tips when we're in trouble. Each soul has a signature thought wave, easily detected from anywhere, in the multiverse, souls can graduate into a higher group. When this happens, the other souls acknowledge that he or she earned it. They are kept within their level with friends or meet new ones as they advance. You can also go to independent studies if you're moving along really well. Spiritual schools encompass everything in the multiverse: music, art, writing, healing, engineering, science, public health, psychology, child rearing, ecology, refining religion, compassion, parenting, reforming criminals, plus, and this you might not know about, creating life forms, traveling to other planets, and skills above our comprehension. Servicing souls has opportunities to become healers, junior guides, Akashic record librarians, musicians, entertainers, student teachers, to name a few. It's not all work there. There are concerts, dances, hoedowns, and socials, sports, a lot of comedy and fun. You can visit people and goof around. There is the Library of Akashic Records, where you can look up all your past lives, which appear as 3D holograms of your life, just like at Hogwarts. You can recreate your summer cottage, or create ski trails or gardens, or recreate the place you met your wife for the two of you. But no one sleeps and no one eats. You can rest, but you can only dream of your favorite foods. People are themselves. They know who they are, and they can't really hide anything from others, but they can minimize it for the sake of everyone. If a soul has a horrific time on Earth, doing things that would bring shame, even if others know about it, no one talks about it. This is called the law of silence. Because the spirit world is unending, unconditional love, a strong negative comment would be to call someone a skunk. Most say nothing. Chances are your ancestors and deceased relatives watch you, guide you, might even live through you. Quantum physics allows souls to travel instantly to your side. Coming back is part 3. There comes a time when souls are ready to reincarnate. Your guide might send a thought of reincarnation and whisper, "It's time." After meeting with the Council of Elders again, souls have to prepare themselves to once again assume a human body and let go of the blissful freedom and love in the spirit world. They prepare to go back into a world of fear, competition, war, negativity, hard challenges, and loneliness, armed with inspiration and a host of things to do. They might feel nostalgia for the human touch or miss just being alive, which is encouraging them to venture forth. To do this, they will go to the Ring of Destiny with their guides and a few friends to choose a body and set up a new future relationship among these friends to support each other in the coming life. Recognizing the friends you meet by signs you set up before reincarnating is important. A look, a smell, a song, or a place are signs. The Ring of Destiny is a circular room full of floor-to-ceiling curved screens with controls you sit at in the middle, each showing different lives in motion and in real time. You're usually given 3 or 4 body options in 3 or 4 different locations on Earth. You'll see the streets of Berlin today with people walking around if that's where you're considering. But you're only shown the beginning of events, not their endings, because of free will. You can't pre-plan reactions to events, lest you limit your alternatives. All newborns have amnesia. They don't remember a thing about the spirit world or their new goals. But in the life selection, you can see a premature death and still volunteer for it if it's helpful. You choose the body and the parents, but do you want to be strong or weak? Do you want to be a victim or a perpetrator, which is cyclical with parents, with partners sometimes? Do you agree to reincarnate with taskmasters if you're not motivated or powerful, and be ready to govern unruly employees to test your commitment to ethics? or come as a disabled person to learn compassion. A soul can enter the fetus early, say 3 months, and to have a graceful melding into the baby's body-mind, or at a later stage when you have to work with the mind of the fetus and the newborn. The point is to have a good, peaceful connection between the baby and the entering soul, hoping they mirror each other's traits as needed. As a baby, you know what's going on and watch your parents loving you. Babies know more than you think, and the life has just begun. Thank you.